step acquisitions we can divide into two groups. Step acquisitions we can divide into two groups. One is where we achieve the control. Control is achieved. It means earlier we do not have any control, but through a further acquisition, we are going to achieve the control, right? And the other group is we can maintain the control. Control is maintained. Control is maintained. Through a step acquisition, we can achieve the control, or we should be able to maintain the control. Examples, if I take this one, control is achieved. Control is achieved. This can happen in two ways. Earlier, assume we have acquired 10% of a particular company. We have acquired 10% of a particular company. What is the relevant accounting standard that we need to deal with this particular investment? That is financial instruments, LKAS 39. So we account for this investment as per LKAS 39. අපි දැනටමත් මොකක් හරි එක 110ක් acquire කරගෙන ඇති. එතකොට ඒ 110ට අදාළ investment එකට අපි accounts තියන්නේ as per the guidelines in LKAS 39 financial instruments. And what can happen is we may acquire, right? We may acquire further, let's say 45%. We can acquire another 45% on a later date. Then what will happen? Previously, we have already acquired 10% on the same company. We have further acquired 45%. Then we have altogether equity shares worth of 55% of the acquiring company. Then what happened? Earlier, we have accounted this as per LKAS 39. This was a financial instrument for us. But now it is what? Now the same has become a subsidiary for us. Now it is a subsidiary. Now it has become a subsidiary. So we need to account it as per SLFRS 3 and SLFRS 10, business combinations and consolidated financial statements, right? So the control can be achieved in this way. Hope you got it. Earlier it was merely an investment. A significant influence investment. We have acquired something less than 20%. It can be 5%, it can be 2%, it can be 15%, 12%, 10%, 11%, whatever. Less than 20%. Merely an investment. So we account such investment as per LKAS 39, financial instrument. Then what can happen? On a later date, we may acquire another percentage, which in combination will form something more than 50%. කලින් අපි 20% වලට වඩා අඩු percentage එකකින් acquire කරලා තිබ්බ එකක්. පස්සේ තව මොකක් හරි percentage එකක් acquire කරලා if it is more than 50% in combination, combinedly api more than 50% acquire karagena tiyenawa nan what will happen? It will become a subsidiary. So how to account for those? Right? How can we prepare consolidated financial statements in these circumstances? That is one aspect that we need to discuss. Right? එතකොට 20% වලට අඩුවෙන් තිබිලා අපි පස්සේ තව percentage එකක් acquire කරගෙන අපිට ඒක subsidy එකක් වුණාට පස්සේ අපි කොහොමද accounts තියන්නේ? That is one thing. Here we have achieved the control on a later date. Then how can we prepare consolidated statement of financial positions and other financial statements? The same can happen in this way as well. Assume we have acquired 30% of a particular company. We have acquired 30% of a particular company. Now that company is what for us? company එකක 130ක් acquire කරගෙන තියෙනවා. දැනටමත් 130ක් acquire කරගෙන ඉන්නේ. එතකොට ඒ company එක දැන් අපේ කවුද? කවුද? What? We have acquired 30% of another company. Then that particular company is what for us? අපිට කවුද ඒ company එක දැන්? Third year first semester. What? We have acquired something in between 20% to 40%. Sorry, 20% to 49%. 20% to 49%. මැද range එකක් මැද percentage මැද amount එකක් අපි acquire කරන් ඉන්නේ. Then it means what? It deemed that we have what? Significant influence. එතකොට අර percentage දෙක අතර මොකක් හරි percentage එකකින් equity instruments අපි මොකක් හරි company එක acquire කරගන්නවා නම් then it deemed that we have the significant influence over the acquiring company. If we have the significant influence, then it is what? Then it becomes an associate for us. Associates we account as per what? LKS 28. Investment in associates we account as per LKS 28. Right? We are using which method? Investment in associates, equity accounting method. එතකොට කොහොමද කරේ? Investment at cost plus, right, profit for the year into parents percentage. It means what? Profit share. And from the other reserves also we need to consider the amount that should be allocated to the parent company. And what else? Dividends declare කරලා තිබ්බොතින් ඒක අපෙන් අයින් වෙන්න ඕන. If there is any impairment, that also need to be eliminated, need to be deducted. That is how we calculated what? Investment in associate amount. That is at the end should reflect in our balance sheet. Balance sheet එකේ පෙන්නන්නේ මෙන්න investment in associate එකේ carrying amount එක. That is how we have accounted here when we have acquired something in between 20% to 49% investment in associates. Then what if we have acquired, right, another 40% of this? දැනටමත් associate එකක් විදිහට තියෙන එකක් accounts කරගෙන යන එකක අපි තව 40% acquire කරොත් what will happen? Combinedly we have acquired how much of how the percentage value should be what? Combining percentage value should be 40%, 30%, that is 70%. Now we have control over 70% of the equity shares of the acquiring company. We have acquired more than 50%. So this is again becoming a subsidiary for us. Earlier it was an investment in associate for us. Because of the further acquisition, then it has become a subsidiary for us. If it is so, how can we prepare consolidated financial statements? So this stuff we need to discuss under step acquisition. So this is how the control is achieved. One way is that it may be previously that we have accounted as per LKS 39. It was merely an investment, something we acquired less than 20%. And through a further acquisition, we may establish the control over that particular company. Because of the further acquisition, that particular company may have become a subsidiary for us. Then in such situations, how can we prepare consolidated financial statements? The other method or the other way that we need to discuss is this. Earlier, it can be an investment in associate for us. Then, due to a further acquisition, we may have established the control over that company. Then, how can we prepare consolidated financial statements? Right. Control is maintained. It means what? It means what? Control is maintained. It means, right, we may have acquired 60% of a particular company. We may have acquired 60% of a particular company. Then that company is what for us? We have acquired something more than 50%. Then it is a subsidiary for us. It is a subsidiary for us. What can happen? We may have, that particular company can acquire, let's say, further 10% of that particular company. Then what will happen? The combining acquisition percentage increased up to 70%. 70% of the equity shares now is controlled by our company. Then how can we prepare consolidated financial statements? Control is still there. We have maintained the control, right? We call this, we have further acquired the NCI. 60% in 70% will the NCI percentage. It is reducing from 40% to 30%. So these situations we deem that we have acquired NCI. NCI acquire again. Other shareholders acquire again. Right? In terms of accounting, that is how our approach should be. We have acquired NCI. 40% is 30% kara. The 10% api acquire karaga. Further acquisition. Control was there previously as well. Through the further acquisition, we have able to further maintain that. Further maintain the control over the respective company. Right? So under step acquisitions, we need to discuss on these three forms, these three phases.